So good morning, my name is Sherry Forsyth and I'm a peak performance coach. Today I'm going to share with you 15 tips on how to survive lockdown. Whether you are locked down as a family or whether it's just a couple, these hopefully will help you make a lot of fun out of these 21 days of lockdown. So my first tip is to live and eat very simply. We don't know how long we're going to be in lockdown. And if there are going to be financial constraints, let's start today and make sure that we eat simply and live simply so the pressure of that financial constraint can maybe be taken away. The second point is that each member of the family needs some individual me time, possibly just 30 minutes or so, where you can do exactly what you want to do on your own without being distracted by the rest of the family. So this is the parents as well as the children, to make sure that you do something that you love to do. The third thing is that you can get creative yourself. When was the last time you just sat down and listened to music? Maybe you should draw or paint, maybe sew, maybe do some woodworking. Do some gardening, do some baking, things that you normally don't have a chance to do and that will allow you to feel really creative. The fourth tip is get on top of that to-do list. Imagine how good you'll feel when you manage to tick that one thing that you've been trying to do for about a whole year. So start ticking off things on your to-do list. Do those chores, get them out of the way. The fifth point is to involve your children in some of the chores. It might be quite fun for them, and it will stop you from feeling resentful that you're having to do all the chores while the children are doing all the playing. The sixth thing is to write down 21 fun activities, each on a separate little slip of paper. You can certainly get the ideas of your family. It might be quite a nice activity to do together with them. Write the 21 things down on separate pieces of paper, put them in a tin, and once a day as a family you will choose one of those things, one of those fun things to do. The seventh thing is to play outside on the lawn with your children. When was the last time you managed to have time to do that? Whether it's playing a bit of cricket or soccer or rounders or catch or swing ball, whatever it may be, take that time with your children. They will love it. Point 8 is if you are trying to work from home and possibly homeschooling your children, this is a time when you can set the example to show them what self-discipline is all about. So while they are working on their schoolwork, you'll be doing your work. And so you need quite rigid boundaries and to be well organized to make sure that that happens. Point number 9 is get your children to help you to bake or cook the supper. Maybe have a master chef competition between the family so that the normal chores that we're doing, we make into a bit of a fun thing with our children and for ourselves. The 10th tip is to make sure you still have some sort of routine for you and your children. It will give them a sense of security that they need, particularly at this time. The 11th point is to try meditation. We might be getting irritated with so many people, so many chores, so many things to do in our home, and so try meditation. The loving kindness meditation, which comes from Buddhism, is really excellent. And if you would like a guided meditation, then a chap called Jason Stevenson has got a lot on YouTube. So go and check him out and get some peace into your life. The 12th point is to have a gratitude journal. Now you can do this either in the written format or it can just be a verbal thing. What is lovely is maybe around the dinner table, every night as a family, you all go around the table and mention 3 things that you are grateful for. This can really change our perception of what's happening in our lives. The 13th point is we're going back to basics. Our life is slowing down. Let's look at the simple pleasures. We have been given this very, very precious gift of time, and let's use it well. But it doesn't mean to say that we've got to be frenetic all day. Take the time to sit on your veranda and listen to the birds. Take the time to have a meaningful conversation with a member of your family. Point 14 is about boredom. Now, if you're at home with children, you're unlikely to be bored. But maybe your children will be bored. So now is the time to have as much fun as you can with them, because we're not living according to that punishing schedule for them and for us. We have got time, so let's have fun with them. Give them a chance to decide what game to play. Ask them lots of questions that will get them thinking. Very old-fashioned, but read stories to them. In other words, give them time and help them to make decisions so they don't feel totally disempowered by you as the mother or father making all the decisions. And if you don't have kids at home and it's just you and your spouse, to stop boredom from hitting, there are lots of things that we can do. Maybe do something fun like sorting out all your photographs and cataloging them. Maybe set mini goals to do either on a daily basis or a weekly basis, which could include some of the chores, but also we need to remember to have lots of fun during this time. Let's have increased connection with the people in our families, but also outside of our families. Coming back to couples and not being bored, you can still have a date night. You can maybe have a special supper and maybe with some champagne, maybe you get dressed up. There are lots of ideas. So I want to appeal to those who are listening either to the live broadcast or to the rebroadcast. If you have any lovely ideas, and I know that there will be millions out there, on how to make this 21-day lockdown a fun thing for you and your family, please, I ask you to make a comment in the comment box, and so that we can share all these wonderful ideas that are going to come through. The last tip, number 15, is do what you love to do as often as you can. So these will mainly be your hobbies. They possibly will be creative things. They might just be lying in the sun and reading a book. But if that's what you really love to do, try and do it every day. And you'll see that your whole mindset will be much more positive as a result of that. So I invite you to join my YouTube channel. I also ask you to share this post if you found that it has been valuable. And if you would like to get a written copy of these 15 tips, please drop me an email at Sherry Forsyth, spelled CHERRI FORSYTH with no dots, @gmail.com. So keep yourselves and your families safe and healthy. And thank you as always for the precious time that you've given me in watching this video.